Hello and welcome to Jack's Jam. This is the debut, as you would have seen from Lewis's earlier video in a week, that he has convinced me and persuaded me to do one of my own. So here I am. I'm sure you're very glad to see me. Just I'm glad to have viewers. So today, as my debut of Jack's Jam, I will be speaking about Spurs at Wembley. As a Spurs fan, obviously, I prioritise this sort of topic because I'm very keen to talk about it. Anyway, so next season Spurs, I obviously see this season, obviously at White Hart Lane they've picked up a lot of points. They've won every game apart from drew 2 games, which was against Liverpool and against Leicester, 2-1 all home draws. And apart from that, they've won every game. And I obviously hope that they'll do so for the remaining home game of the season against Man United. So obviously next season, being at Wembley is going to affect that because, as people would know, the Champions League season was played at Wembley, and it was well, to say obviously a letdown, obviously, and also obviously being knocked out of that, being in the Europa League and losing against a team who we shouldn't have lost to in Ghent, who are the Belgium top team, but you'd still expect it, and losing against Chelsea in the cup final recently, and they've only been Spurs' Wembley games this season. They obviously have struggled. So next season, I feel that at White Hart Lane, they can't be far off winning the league, and there can't really be much more improvements, and they definitely be up there like they were this year as well. But obviously, I think they do a lot better. Obviously at White Hart Lane. However, being at Wembley is going to be a bit of a struggle, and I feel obviously, like I said, next year would be Spurs' year, if they were White Hart Lane, definitely. But obviously Wembley would definitely play a part, and as a Spurs fan, it frustrates me. It really does, because I feel like they had a chance next year, definitely. But obviously now they might not, because playing at Wembley. So obviously, the individual players as well. This time next year, I could be sitting here and I could be saying about how Spurs have finished outside of top 4. They were risking losing Harry Kane, Dele Alli, likes of them, even Toby Alderweireld, who want to go on and earn trophies. Maybe even Pochettino, who's linked with jobs, could easily be linked with other jobs and move on because he hasn't won the trophies that he thought he would win at Spurs. So obviously, I think that obviously makes a big impact. And even though recently, they announced that they were thinking of still playing at White Hart Lane, however, just having one stand sort of lowered and still playing there with less fans, then obviously I feel like that would have made a difference. I still feel, but obviously it's got to be good for the club, because obviously the attendance they're receiving at White Hart Lane is 35,000 capacity, and they sell out every week. And obviously the other big clubs like the Emirates, Anfield, Old Trafford, I don't know, but they get a lot more than Spurs do. And obviously Spurs want to be one of the giants of the Premier League. Spurs want to have the stadium as big as them, and the capacity, and obviously it'd be nice to not sell out so quickly, and for fans to get tickets rather than having to get them really early on and always being sold out. So obviously as a Spurs fan, I've seen things that online, and there's silly things saying about how Spurs might relegate next year and things like that because of where they're playing. But to be honest, I think it's ludicrous, and I think that I still think that with the players, I think they might not have done well at Wembley, but I can still think that they probably won't make it quite home like White Hart Lane, but obviously not. But I still think that they can still make it a bit of a home, and I still feel they'll pick up form at home. I can't really see them being too much of a downfall. Obviously it's not going to be quite the same, but I still don't feel like it's going to affect him massively. Okay, so that's all I like to say for my debut. Obviously, up the Spurs, as a Spurs fan that I am, I still think that they'll do well. So fingers crossed for next season. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, share, and goodbye.